describe the level of confidence you have in this team as you go into the tournament?
I'm feeling really good right now. I think we're starting to peak and they're starting to believe in themselves a little bit. Now, after we've had a couple road games, 3 of our last 4 we've won on the road. Of course, we've been really good at home. And it's going to be a neutral court. And like we were talking about before, we're not going to play anybody that we haven't seen. And we haven't got blown out in conference play this year. So, we can beat anybody, and I truly feel that, and I think our players truly feel that.
What's been the key to, playing well down the stretch? What have you seen from on the court?
I don't know. I think it started with our confidence at home. We played so well at home, just with all the energy of our fans, our band, of our cheer, and I feel that has really built our confidence. And getting the road win at UTSA, and then getting the other road win at North Texas, which both are very hard places to play. I think that got us believing a little bit, if we go out and we defend, we have a great shot at winning this tournament.
Coach, I want to talk about the bond that this team has. I know you have a lot of players that come from so many different places, so they have to create, an instant family, but that bond definitely translates onto the court, doesn't it?
Yeah, it absolutely does. And that's where I give Carla Brito a lot of credit, because she's the one that's been here for 4 years. She knows what this program does and our expectations of this program. And she just does such a wonderful job with the freshmen or a one-year transfer. You know what I'm saying? She does a great job of bringing people together. And this summer, when her and Steph first came to campus, Steph and her just hit it off. And between the two of them, they did a phenomenal job of keeping this team together.
I'm glad you mentioned her 4 years. In this day and age of NIL, of the grass is greener.
Yes.
We see, players going to so many different schools. That she stuck around for 4 years. What kind of loyalty did she display to this program?
Oh, she's incredible. But you know what? That's just who she is. Even when Coach Jose left for the Wings, it was open game on all our players, and they had the opportunity to transfer. And it was really her, Steph, Lore that were like, we got this. We still got this. And then they sort of brought everybody in, and then it just all worked out. So. Yeah, but it's huge because, like I said, because she loves it here. She loves South Florida. She bleeds green and gold, and it shows. And she was going to make sure everyone was going to stick around because we're still going to win the conference. And she truly believed that.
Coach, your biggest advantage on offense is you can play Carla at 4, and now Big's trying to guard her out in the perimeter. That's also the biggest problem on the other end. You got some bigs ready to go in case it has to go that route?
Yeah, we're going to have Fatu back. She missed 7 games, so she's only been back a little bit. So by then, she's going to be able to have 5 or 6 practices in before we go back to conference, because she was playing very well before she got hurt. So we're going to have that opportunity to have her back. Are you talking about next year, or you're talking about now? Yes.
What's something you've seen improve from the team over the course of the season?
Our defense. I thought our offense has been pretty steady all year long. I thought we took a little dip in conference where our defense just wasn't where it needed to be, and then we fixed it. They've dialed in, and I thought we've been defending very well as of late.
And who are some key players that you could highlight that have really helped the defense kind of take that step forward?
Well, I think Laura stepped up, and I think Steph has, and, Carla definitely has with all her rebound and stuff. But coming off the bench, one of our best off-the-ball defenders is probably Nez Piper. And I think with her playing well, that's helped us tremendously down the stretch.
Coach, is the American at least a 2-bid league?
I don't know. Like in the past, I would have said yeah for sure. I think it depends. Like, we played a really hard schedule, but no one in our conference has played a really hard schedule like that. Rice scheduled pretty good, UTSA, a few of them, but I don't know if we've had enough wins against those type of teams that would make us a two-bid league, to be honest with you.
So you're the defending tournament champion. You were picked first in the preseason poll.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a lot of cachet going into this tournament. Do you think the players feel that, even though they're the third seed, they're coming in, hey, this is our deal to take?
Yeah, because you know why? People like Carla and Lore and Inez are like, we have the exact same record we had last year going into the conference tournament. Zach won. You know, same seeding, same everything. And I think that they know that, and they've told everybody, hey, we've been here before. We were here last year, and we swept all 3 games last year. So I think they're pretty confident about that.
Coach, any difference between Dallas, Fort Worth, and now having to go to Birmingham?
No, I think Birmingham is better because you know what? It gives more of our fans opportunities to go because now a lot of them can even drive if they want to. You know what I'm saying? So I think that'll be huge. And, you know, I think now that they're doing it with the men as well, I think that's going to draw better crowds. The only thing I've thought about Texas was we played in a lot of empty gyms. Even though there was so many teams from our conference from Texas, we still played in a lot of empty gyms. I'm hoping Birmingham will be a place where we're going to be able to draw more people and just a better atmosphere overall for all the teams.
How has the season felt to you, especially as you stepped into that head coaching position as the season started?
How is it? What? I'm sorry.
How has it kind of felt? Like, how have you evolved as a person as a coach over the course of
Oh yeah, absolutely. I had to change. I had to change my hat some, you know, because before I was always the person who was fixing the problems. Like if Jose could get on somebody, I could fix it. You know, so that's been an adjustment because now I need my assistants to be able to do that more than what I would do myself because I have to sort of be the put my foot down person, and that's a different role than I've played for a lot of years now. So that was a big difference. But, you know, and I thought because the relationship I had with the players that I could make that switch and they would be okay with it, you know, because we were close before. So it's not personal, and I think they're realizing it's not personable. This is what she has to do now in a new role.
And how do you think your chemistry with the players evolved over the course of the season?
Yeah, like I said, I feel like I've always been pretty close to most of them, especially our veterans. And I think it's went well because I think we've did a good job with our new players, our freshmen, and our transfers of making them feel like family. So I feel like our relationship and my relationship with them has been very good because of that. We've just make it more of like a whole family atmosphere.
Coach, when you first got the job, I told you about my story with Brian Dutcher. He told me it took him 18 years to go 18 inches on the bench. The biggest problem is, did you find somebody who could be you as an assistant yet?
Oof. Well, I guess because I had been here so long that it's tough because I've just always had that role. But my assistants, you know what? They're doing a great job. They do a great job keeping our players in a good place in practice. You know, we don't win 20 games without the staff that I have in place right now. So I probably couldn't tell you exactly who was doing it, but somebody is doing it because our kids are staying in a good place and very positive. So like I said, it's my staff. They're just doing a tremendous job at that.
So when you go back to late October when Jose left, you know, a lot of, he's here for so long, it's a shock.
Yes.
Shock to everybody, shock to you, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What was the adjustment period like? What were the ebbs and flows like? And was there a time when it seemed to settle, you know?
Well, absolutely. The thing that made it the hardest and maybe the easiest was the fact that he had already did one scrimmage, and and then he left before the other one. So we had a scrimmage, and then we started playing games. So we didn't have a whole lot of time to be like, oh my God, what are we going to do? We just had to get to work. Like, right, just let's do what we did, and let's run with that. Because it was so quick. You know, it's not like we had the summer to work with our players and to get everybody on the same page, and it was quick. So we just knew as a staff, you know what, we just got to pick it up and run because we don't have a lot of time to make any changes, to make any, you know, rash decisions. And when I think our players seen us like that, they were fine. And then we just sort of took off from there. Hit a little adversity with the schedule that we played because it was very tough. But you know what, I thought, and we played without our starters for a few games. And I feel that that we just sort of jumped into it right away and didn't have a whole lot of time to think because we were playing the game the next week.
When you play a schedule like that, you know, it could splinter. You had some close losses early in the conference season,
Yeah.
that could make you splinter?
Yeah.
Why did the team not splinter? What was it that kept you going and allowed you to get to this point?
You know, I think it was the team chemistry and the culture of the type of people we had and the mentality of, you know, we came here to win a lot of games, so we're going to win a lot of games, you know. But it was tough because we've had some of our transfers, they hadn't even played a top 25 team, let alone 1, 2, and 3 in the entire country. So for them, it was a little bit of adversity we had to get through, and I thought it shook our confidence a little bit early. And then once we sort of got past that and then got into conference, you know, we were pretty good to go.
Coach, you're the only coach, men or women, interim, that has 20 wins. Have they done enough to get the job, do you think?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not, to be honest with you, I'm not even thinking of that. Right now, we are just focused on winning the tournament. Yeah, we got 3 games left, so we're really focusing on that, and then, you know, we'll see what happens from there.
What's the key to winning 3 games in 3 days, like you did last year?
I think we're in tremendous shape. I'm going to be honest with you. We're very well conditioned. We've had, you know, several players that have had to play a lot of minutes just simply because of injuries, and moving pieces around because of injuries. And I just feel that our endurance is probably as good as most people in our entire conference, and that's what's going to get us through to be able to play 3 games in 3 days. And like I said, we've did it multiple times before, so, and I think we got our bench now that we're healthy is a little bit deeper, and I think that's going to help as well.
So you do have some veterans on the team, but Carla is the one that's the link to like Shineke and Betty and that whole era.
Dulcie.
She was the Dulcie.
Mm-hmm.
She was there for that. How important is that she's known nothing but winning since she's been here and beaten some great teams in her career? Just her body of work at this point, what does that mean to the whole team?
Oh, it means a lot because a lot of people look up to her and how hard she plays all the time, how hard she practices all the time. Her teammates see that. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, she's made everybody sort of step their game up another level to keep up with her. And, you know, and she could tell them stories, like I said, because she's been through it. Like I said, she was through it last year before senior night. She's like, hey, we're not losing to Temple. I lost last year. Our seniors didn't win last year on senior night. We're not doing that again because that was a horrible feeling for all of them, and we're not doing that. So it's a little stuff that, because she's been here so long, she can reflect back on with her teammates, and she does. And because she has such a great relationship with everybody, they listen.
I know it's basketball, but it takes a while when you're with a whole new group of girls to figure out who wants the ball where on the court. You're running the show. How long did it take, or are we still a work in progress for that?
Yeah, I think for me, like I really can adapt anywhere I go. So with me, that's just what it was. But as a team, we just started in the summer and we just worked every day. And like we've also been through so much this year. So just us staying together and working with each other is just how we've been so successful.
You talked about the things you've been through. Obviously, from the get-go, your head coach moves on. Got to adjust to that. Very, very difficult schedule. Got to adjust to that. Some tough conference losses. There's a lot of points in that season where it could have gone sideways. Why did it not go sideways? Why did you guys persevere to get to this point where you're in a position to maybe win your conference tournament?
Yeah, because I think we've seen our potential. I think we know as a team we're really good, and I think we all believe in each other and we love on one another, and we just stay level-headed and poised throughout it all.
How tight is this team, and how does that bond translate onto the court?
Yeah, we're super, super close, like even the locker room, off the court. Like we genuinely love each other. And I've been on a lot of teams, and I would say like this is the best team I've ever been on just because of how close it feels and family-oriented it is. And it's just very important because it shows on the court too, like we just work together.
What are some things that you guys do off the court to hang out?
Yeah, we just honestly we kick it a lot, and I mean we're here all day every day, and then outside of basketball we just go out to eat, we do fun stuff like that, go to the pool, just whatever we can do.
What about yourself? I know you spoke preseason about having hobbies like Legos and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I'm still on the Legos bad. I still got like 3 sets to do right now, but yeah, I just do a lot of Legos. I just recover a lot too. I just rest. Yeah.
What are your favorite Legos?
Let's see. I would say my least favorite are the flowers because they're so tedious, like, you know. But my favorite, I would say, is my donut truck I made. Yeah. Yeah. So.
It appears, you know, from the outside looking in, you guys respond to Coach Michelle and are close to what she does. How would you describe how she's guided you guys through this season, which has had some ups and downs?
Yeah, just like we talked about from the start, just giving each other grace. Just like we got to give each other grace as teammates, we also got to give her grace, and we also got to believe in her. So that's just what we've been doing.
How important is it you're playing people you've already played?
Yeah, I think it's very important, especially we know what's going to come or what to expect, and just now we just got to even just focus harder.
So I know you weren't on this team last year, but they won the conference tournament. You were on a team that was picked number 1 in the preseason. Do you feel that means some things as you go into this phase, that regardless of the seedings, records, or whatever, you're still USF, and that means something?
Yeah, it definitely does. And right now we feel like we have a lot of momentum, and like this is where we feel like we're going to make our run. We lost some games we shouldn't have lost, so we feel like we're ready.
I don't know if Coach pointed this out to you. She pointed it out to us going into the conference tournament, the same record as last year, the same seed.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah, no,
would
she
have
didn't
thought
tell
that
us.
against
Yeah,
that.
yeah, no.
What do you think about
Yeah,
that?
that's pretty crazy, honestly. What a coincidence, actually. But yeah, like I said, we're excited. We're ready to take whoever.
And coming up on the conference tournament, what have you yourself believe you've improved on in your game?
I would say my passing ability. I think I've shown that a lot more this year. So yeah.
And what about the team?
The team, our defensively, I think we've been way better from this. We were poor defensively beginning of the year, but I think we've really took pride and locked into that, especially like in practice. Like we're always defense. So we knew that's what we had to get better at to start winning games.
The nice thing about getting that 3rd seed is you don't see Rice to the finals.
Yes, exactly.
That has to be big.
Yes, that's exactly who we're waiting for. So we're ready.
How would you describe what you're about to step into? Meaning, got to win 3 games in 3 days, and you know, you turn on the TV and you see shots going in and seasons ending, just crazy stuff. Just you know, the weekend that you're going to prepare for here.
Yeah, honestly, just staying prepared, staying ready. That's all we talk about. Just stay ready. There's gonna be highs, there's gonna be lows. Just staying together through it all. So.
Any other questions?
Yeah, actually, one more.
Yeah, go ahead.
Carla, obviously, is the senior leader of this team. She dates back to an era of winning. She's done nothing but win here. What does she mean to all of you? Her veteran presence, her experiences, and her leadership.
Yeah, Carly means a lot to us. Like I said, she's a leader. She leads us in practices and warm-ups, anything. Like, she breaks down the huddles. She's very important. And even on the court, like, she's our motor. She's our motor. She keeps us going. She plays super hard. We know she's going to play hard every time, so it's exciting.
So, Carla, your team won the tournament last year, this American tournament. You were the #1 team in the preseason poll. Do you think being USF is something that matters now as you move into this? Because you have a great reputation for not only winning this tournament, you were picked to win it, and now you know you're the team that everybody's looking at. Do you feel that way?
I mean, yes, because we are in a great program. I mean, you know, over the years they have been very successful here. But the thing that we have is the pressure, but we love the pressure. And we got picked first. But at the end of the day, what we want to do is win the tournament coming up. So I think we have a really good group. What I say, the pressure, I think, is a privilege for us, and we love it. So we're gonna do our best.
On offense, you're a wing. On defense, you're a post. How hard is it to get that mentality that, hey, I got a big, I can pull them away from the basket, but they're gonna post me up now.
I mean, yeah, this season I have seen more that they try to post me up a little bit more. But I'm not gonna lie, I love to play like a 4. Like a 4, I love it. I love to play against bigger people. I love to, you know, boxing out, defense. Yeah, in offense, I like to play against the biggest, but if that's what my team needs, me playing like a 4, me playing like a wing, me playing like a Steph, she would say that I'm point guard sometimes too, but like, you know, I will do whatever my team needs, and I love to play like a forward. So yeah.
And over your 4 years here, how do you feel like this team compares to other ones over the past few seasons?
I mean, everything that I have been here have been really, really different. We have different, like, people, but I feel this team is very special because we have a deeper bench. We have more people that they can step in. Like, the against Tulane, it was Lord, she got a really good points on offense. Katie, Eden, Steph, everybody, like, they can, like, show up. It doesn't matter who it is. We have a lot of people this year. And, like, we have a really good team in defense. You can see that we make a lot of efforts in defense. We care about each other. And, like, that's what really matters for us. And, like, that's what makes us special.
Is that the difference you've seen in this team these last couple of weeks is the defense?
Yeah. I think that's, I'm not gonna lie, compared with the years before, I think that's the biggest difference that we have. I love that this team, like, make efforts, and like you can see that in defense. You can see that we do a rotation. That if I rotate, they're gonna help me. Somebody else is gonna help that person. So like that's a good thing that we have. I think the defense, that's what it matters. We start with the defense, and then the offense is gonna come for sure.
Carlo, when you look at this season, there were a lot of things that were different about it. Number one, your head coach moves on. That could be a point where everybody goes in different directions. You play these ridiculously good teams early on. That was adversity. And then you had some tough losses early in your conference. So any of these points could have, really affected the team. But you guys battled through it, and here you are. Why did you guys battle through it like you did to get to this point?
I think, at the beginning we have a tough news, like our coach left. But at the end of the day, we could have decided, okay, that's it for us. We're gonna just like give up and that's it, or we can stick together and like continue this season. We knew it was going to be rough. We have like South Carolina, UConn, Duke, and then during the conference we have tough losses, but we learn from there. Like you can see that we have grown since the beginning. I can see a different team right now since the beginning because we stick together and like. I support all of them, and they support me. Like, if we have a bad day, I have a bad day, somebody had a bad day, they're going to be there for me. And, like, same for me, for them. Like, that's a good thing that we have. We stick together. And, like, yeah, we have a lot of adversity, but the good thing that we have is we have a lot of, like, good chemistry outside of the court, and, like, that's a good thing that we have.
Securing that third seed means you don't have to see Rice till the finals. And they're the only team to beat you twice. And it's always been close. How important is it to get to that final and change that tune?
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm not thinking about the final right now. I'm thinking about Thursday. Like, that's the only game that I have right now in my mind. We need to win, and then we will see what happens. I'm not worried about nobody else than us. If we do good, we do what we should do, we're supposed to do, I think we'll be great. But what I say, Thursday is the most important game of the season. If we don't win, that's it. We're done. But this group, they have that mentality. Like, Thursday is the last game. If we don't win, that's it. But we have the positive mentality that we can do whatever we want. So
it's all about surviving advance now, isn't it?
yes, that's it. One game at a time.
What's the biggest thing that you've seen through all of this from Coach Michelle's voice, throughout? What has she given to the team, and how have you guys responded to what she's done?
I mean, she has a lot of stuff from Jose too. Like sometimes I see Coach B's face, but I see Jose's like too. You know what I'm saying?
Same message.
Same, yeah. But I think she gave us a lot of confidence. Like just go play, have fun, whatever happens, happens. But just stick together. That's her message. Every time that we go to a game, she say like smile, have fun, just share the ball, just like cheer for each other. She wants us to stick together since the beginning, and that's her message always.
Is that the biggest thing for this team, that you guys have stuck together?
Yeah. I think, as you can see, like, you can see when we play good is when we have fun. You see us smiling on the court, playing fast. You can see, like, when we have fun and we stick together and we stick to the plan, you can see that we are a completely different team. But, yeah, that's the whole point.